This is a run I started. First shot buffoon pack, alloy. What does alloy do? Alloy is gold cards are steel cards are gold cards. This one, it doesn't normally look like that. This is what it's supposed to look like. Alloy, artwork by Kitty, but this is what the negative one looks like. So maybe let's start there and see what happens. I can take a mail-in rebate. Go next. Okay. Let's play 2 pair. Negative alloy. It looks really sick, actually. I can play a pair of 10s. I'm trying to save my discards for 2s. If I play the pair of aces wins. I could play a high card king and then discard to find 2s. Great. So we get some 2s. Maybe one more 2. We missed. Bummer. So what does this Joker do? Gold cards are steel cards are gold cards. Okay, we can take a clearance sale. We could get a trading card. We get a plushie. Plushie gives us chips for each Joker. Go next. Alright. Snap off an ace. Since we have plushie, we can pretty much win with high card. Let's discard and try to find some 9s. How about 2 pair? Okay. Candy necklace gives us a booster pack when we exit the shop. Random booster pack. I could go Emperor. I could go take a look inside the buffoon pack. Let's go Emperor. I get Temperance. Okay. Hoarder. Hoarder gains $1 sell value every time we earn money. Okay. So if we take the Hoarder, we can sell the world. That's +1 sell value. Could take the candy necklace for the temperance value. Could go Arcana. We could go temperance first and then Arcana. Okay, we could go Overstock. Let's go Arcana first in case we get a Fool. Don't get a Fool. I have Devil. I can make a Gold King. What's the boss situation? Hearts are debuffed. I can make a Gold King of Clubs. Murphy, congratulations on a whole year. And thank you for 5 gifted subs. Murphy, sorry you're not feeling well today, but we'll be doing multiplayer tomorrow. No problem. Alright. How about Overstock? Yellow card is pretty good with the candy necklace. I want to keep the plushie for the extra chips on the plasma deck. I think I want to keep the rebate. Don't want rebate or don't want parking? The problem with parking, obviously parking is a combo with Hoarder. Hoarder gains sell value every time you gain money. So all of the +1s, that counts. But I want to keep the plushie. I want to keep the trading card. I want to keep the candy necklace, I think. We get a free booster pack. Anyway, with the plushie, high card wins, so you can't actually get that much parking money. Let's just go next. DC wants yellow card back up to $5. Maybe. Maybe it could be $5. Alright, we could go Temperance, we could go Hermit. Temperance first. Great. Snap off another ace. Try to find my gold card. $4 for the rebate. And any hand we play wins. Is a plushie. Okay. Standard pack, sure. Random kings. No, I don't need the kings. Arcana pack, we can reroll furs. Fool for hermit seems fine. You want arrowhead instead of plushie. Arrowhead, we can toggle it on and off. Plushie is always on. Maybe arrowhead? Yeah, let's do that. Alright, magician, I don't think I need. Passport, we add a seal when we discard a card. The last card of the round discarded, we get a seal. I don't think I need that yet. Could take the world. If the boss is going to debuff my hearts, I could turn things into more spades. There's parking. Alright. These are fancy looking jokers. Yeah, we got a couple extra credit jokers. So we got Candy Necklace, gives us booster pack tags. So like a Mega Standard pack, Mega Arcana pack. Also Hoarder. Okay, Hermit gives me 20 bucks. I could make spades now. I could wait. Let's use the world now, I think. Okay, I don't need to shoot the moon. Go next. I can get a blue seal. I can get a steel card. I wish I still had the world. I could make spades. Oh well. Alright. Trading card, snap off of 4. So probably we want to keep the spades in hand for the arrowhead. I can play... I have rebate on 6s. With the arrowhead, if I play high card, it's worth 1,000 points. I can save a discard. Okay. One more of those wins. I could play high card queen. I could play a pair of 5s. Okay. And then we get to discard the 6s. And because of alloy, my steel cards count as gold. Hoarder gains sell value when we get rebate money. We can play a high card king. Nice. Negative alloy looks cool. Yeah, I think so. Any consideration for doing a Balala stream? I don't know what that is, nor do I care to know what that is. Let's go Buffoon pack. 6s, Sly Joker. Nope. Alright. Arcana, let's reroll for tarot cards first. Could take another world. I can use that on my hearts. Go one more. $8, sure. Plutonium. Balala's knockoff Balatro. Yeah, that makes sense. How about let's stone the 7. And go next. Alright, Candy Necklace gives us a Mega Celestial pack. We can take Mars and Plutonium. Alloy is a really good concept. Yeah, this is one that DC and I, we've been trying to get made since even before the game was released. Alright. I can play high card once, I think. And then save my discards for 8s. Okay. I can use world on kings, maybe? Kings and jacks. Yep. Crash, I'm doing great. Great run so far. Candy necklace feels like something that you always take if you have room for. I mean, yeah, it's consumable. It only lasts for 5 rounds. I mean, that's kind of the same how a lot of value generated Drokus work, right? Like if you have room for the trading card, you take the trading card. If you don't have room, then you don't have room. Make room for as much money as you can, whenever you can. But I don't need the Queen of Spades. Sorry, what's the boss? Boss says base, chips, and tab. Let's go overstock. Okay. Strength helps. I don't need splash. Oh yeah, we get a spectral pack from the necklace. I could go blue seal. So strength on the face cards, I could go blue seal king. Nice. Snap off an ace. I think maybe the high card is too strong now. Maybe I play high card queen. So a rebate on 4s. I can play high card 9. Draw another 4. Oh well. Chip. Which is bugging? Unfortunate. I've got no control over that, unfortunately, sorry. Oh, just for you? Okay. Well, that makes me feel slightly better. Okay, the 3, I'm gonna stone the 3. That way it won't get picked up by the mail-in rebate. 5 and 4, we can hang them. Death, I am not super excited about. Maybe I can copy a queen. Maybe we can try to get a fool. Alright. Go next. Mega Arcana pack, we get Tower, we get World. I can stone the 2, but I have rebate on 2s. I can stone a 6. And then World. I could go Judgment. Just go World. Alright. Snap off a 5. Alright, steel cards count as gold. I can play high card queen. I could play a pair of 8s, actually. I can play a pair of queens. This card... Alright. With the stone card, we should be able to win. I can play stone as a high card. And then the steel card counts as gold. Nice. What poker hand is the most welcoming? Probably the house. Probably the flush house. Most welcoming? Expel Sword. Thank you for 6 more months. And also D Wilkes. Thank you for the Prime sub. I want to go Arcana. Maybe I want to reroll first. Maybe I want to take a Hermit. Read the whole message. High card. Gross. You're not forgiven. Alright, I could make a gold king here. I could go hermit for 20 bucks. Rebate on 6s. Alright, let's hang them. Let's turn the 10 into stone. Let's go get the 20 bucks. Could take an eclipse. Okay, eclipse makes rebate worse. But maybe it's safer than arrowhead. So eclipse, the way that it works is you get chips based on how many levels you have. So if I level up my 4 of a kind, that also counts. 12 chips per level. Okay. Plutonium, sure. Surely Eclipse is strong. I mean, yes, it's strong. Doesn't mean we have to do it. I could take a yellow card here instead of this arrowhead now. Alright. Snap off a 2. Rebate on 6s. High card king. Eclipse is kind of expensive. Right. If you buy every planet card, it can get a little bit expensive. Alright, what's next? Boss says spades are debuffed. That's rude. I guess if we deal with it now, then we won't have to deal with it in the future. Bobby, lose hands, gain discards. That's neat. Alright, I got an idea. Hear me out. So, Celestial Pack, we got the red. The yellow card gives us 4 bucks when we skip. Okay. That gives us Hoarder value as well. We can skip. Okay. I am going to take the Bobby. So, okay. Lose 2 hands, gain 2 discards for each hand. I could take Faceless Joker, but Rebate's probably better. Alright. Why is it said like that? So, if you don't have 2 hands, right? Maybe you only lose 1 hand, and then you only get +2 discards. Maybe if you fight the Golden Needle, or sorry, just the Needle says you only have 1 hand. If you only have 1 hand, then you don't get any discards. This doesn't do anything. If you have like extra copies of this, it is blueprint compatible, so you can copy this and you can get extra discards. It's worded this way so that it has more interesting synergies instead of just being +4 discards. Alright, we got $50 temperance. Do we want Invisible Joker instead of the extra discards? Lose 2 hands down to 1? No, it doesn't need to specify that. Very similar to Burglar. But sometimes you actually want more discards rather than more hands. You know? It's just different. It's different because sometimes you want different. I think I'm going to get rid of the mail and rebate. I think I want the extra discard so that I can draw my gold cards. That seems productive. Yeah. Who's doing multiplayer tomorrow? It's going to be Murphy. 6 and 3, we can hang them. We can snap off a 7. We got so many discards. Okay, so what do I actually want to use my strength on? I want to use strength on queens and that's it. Queens and jacks, maybe. Like this is fine, probably. We got the blue seal. Nice. Oh, yeah. Dip it. Now what? Could take another candy necklace. I think I like having the discards. But I can try a buffoon pack. Plushy pocket aces. Pocket aces does things when we do aces. Strength and chariot. That's another gold card. Alright, now we got a gold king. I can use strength on 10s. I can save it for jacks. Maybe I'll save my strength. Hierophant. Judgment. Alright. One more. Alright, snap off a 2. I'm looking for a jack. Okay, the 5 is gold. Queen and jack. There we go. Was that my last? I still got... I have a few more queens left. Here we go. Dip it. Alright, do we go invisible or do we wait? Do we wait to use it to copy? Could be blueprint, could be brainstorm. It could also be a hoarder, which is 50 bucks. Oh. Second trading card doesn't actually do anything. I could take enhanced cards are not debuffed. Okay. I'll take Northern Lion here. I think I want Magic Trick just to get it out of the shop. I could use Death to copy the blue seal. And then try to get a Fool. How does Alloy work with Joker Lisa? So Lisa says counts unique enhancements. So steel and gold counts as both, counts as 2. Or at least that's how it's supposed to work. I don't know if it's bugged. Maybe it doesn't work that way, but that's how it's supposed to work. Go next. Alright, all we gotta do is draw our gold cards. Lisa caps at 1.6 molt. Lisa is scaling. High card. Permanent marker doing the thing. Enhanced cards can't be debuffed. Heck yeah. Yeah, Lisa is like Vampire. It doesn't remove the enhancements, but it only counts unique ones. So if you have like Midas Mask and you make all your cards gold, only counts as 1. Oh, you know what we could do? We could take the liquidation. Now everything you buy for 1, you can sell for 1. So Hierophant and Magician we can sell and then get the hoarder value. Tower. It might be time for parking instead of permanent marker. Temperance. So we can stone a 6. We can use Temperance. Nice. Empress, we can sell it, or I guess we can hold on to it. I could take Troubadour instead of parking. So Troubadour long term allows me to hold on to more gold cards at one time. Maybe short term I don't need it. Maybe now it's time for the passport. Try to get a red seal. Cool. Sorry, does it lose molt when you remove a card? Does what lose molt? Lisa? So Lisa's like Vampire. You play a hand and then it counts the enhancements in that hand. So it doesn't care what's in your deck. Sorry, Mince wants to know... So I think there should be a Joker that allows for wraparound straights, like Queen, King, Ace, 2, 3. Would that make Superposition worth it? I think Superposition's already worth it. Alright. Do I think that kind of Joker could exist? I think that kind of Joker could be interesting. I think it would be difficult to judge how powerful or potentially weak it is. Maybe it's not very powerful at all. I think we could get a Swashbuckler to go with the Hoarder, but we already have Eclipse, so we'll go next. My position on Superposition is that it's super. I wouldn't go so far as super. I think it's not as bad as people think it is. I think it's easier to pull off than people think it is. Super is not the word I would use. Perhaps. I don't need this card. I want to keep at least one king so that I have a discard for my passport. So we can stamp it. I could throw away this king, I can draw another king. Alright, so the way the passport works is if the last discard is only one card. So here's one card, discard. Now it's purple. Oh, and we got the tarot card? Oh. Super? Lisa does work. Does count steel and gold on the same card. Nice. What's the doc's favorite candy? I really like sour candies. Yeah, the Sour Punch straws, I think those are pretty good. You know what's funny? They got a package of just red ones, and they have a package of just blue ones. They don't have a package of just green ones. They have a package that's like, what is it? The variety pack? Where there's greens and reds and blues mixed together. I'm not talking about the long straws, I'm talking about the short ones. Yeah, but any kind of sour apple candy I like. What does Eclipse do? Yeah, so Eclipse gives you 12 chips for every hand level. So it counts all of your hand levels, every level. 12 chips each. So currently 456. The gameplay is very similar to Constellation. Like once I have this, then I start buying every planet card obsessively. Not really a big fan of watermelon candy, so the watermelon Sour Patch dudes are not really my favorite. I like gummy bears though. Star we can sell. Get that hoarder value up. Is it time for rebate? Do we get rid of the passport or do we still hold on to it and try to get a red seal? I think I'm gonna go rebate since we have the extra discards. Eclipse is good with the black hole. Yeah. Black hole is kind of rare, isn't it? Alright, all of these cards are gold because we got the alloy. We have a purple king. Temperance gives me 50 bucks. Nice. Alright, ship it. Sour gummy worms, pretty good. Yeah. So, Fool we can hold on to. Take any kind of planet card for the Eclipse. What was the boss? The boss was we lose money. Okay, Emperor, I don't really have room. Strength is not terrible. Maybe. Death would be better. There's the passport again. Alright. 4 Fienders, doing with the Troubadour. So now maybe Troubadour. We get more gold card action, but we get less rebate. Stick with the Bobby still. I have 34 cards in the deck. Yeah, that's fine. No upgrade animation on the Eclipse is a little bit sad. Yeah, I guess, but yeah, it should have an animation. You're right. Don't want to add more kings, just more kings so that we can get more rebate money since we have all the extra discards. Maybe. I mean, the animation's already long enough for the planet card. I guess it could be like Constellation. Snap off a 2. What do I want to use my strength on? I have queens. I can target the queens. I could do 1 queen, I could do 1 jack. Does passport reset if you sell it and buy another one? I don't know. So it says if the final discard of a round has only 1 card. I think if you buy a new one, it resets. CC would be able to tell us whether or not that's true. Seems like it should reset. Alright. Tip it. Oh, I didn't have to play 2 cards there. Martin, hello, welcome back. Extra credit mod looks kind of fun. I like to think it is. Fun for me. Alright, discounted rerolls. What I really want is I want the coupons. We got the coupons yesterday. That was a good time. At some point we can get rid of the Eclipse. If we have enough steel cards. Arrowhead, nope. Far left Joker makes all the steel cards count as gold, all the gold cards count as steel. This is a negative alloy. Looks great as a negative. I think that's something that goes wrong with a lot of mod Jokers that I've noticed when I'm playing like the Pokemon mod, for example. If you use a palette, if you use a color palette that's different from the normal BalatroU color palette, then when you make things negative, sometimes they just look bad straight up. But alloy looks really cool as a negative. Alright, $8. Sun. Get that hoarder value. $96. Go next. And every time we do the trading card, we get another +1. Rebate on queens. How long did it take me to find, oh, the negative alloy? It was actually pretty quick this time. Maybe like 30 minutes. When I found out Murphy was not going to be available, then I didn't really have much time. Alright. We don't get the purple seal. Sad. Like the 8th arrowhead we've seen. I mean, we got double overstock, so gonna see a lot of repeats. I keep going back and forth on whether or not I want the troubadour. How long do we want to go trading card for? Boss is the serpent. They're like a burglar. Fool, maybe. You want to spin the wheel? Actually, yeah. If I could get some of these with additions, then that opens the possibility of ectoplasm in the future. Curious about the burglar and the Bobby interaction. So they both happen at the same time when the blind is selected. It happens from left to right. So you can do it in whatever order that you want. You can do the burglar first, where you get the extra hands, and then use the Bobby to convert the hands and back into discards. Maybe we drop the trading card. So the reason why I haven't dropped the trading card yet is because we could potentially get more rebate value if we make everything into kings. We take DNA and then make everything into kings. How badly do we need this eclipse? Alright, I'm not getting rid of the hoarder, so I guess we take DNA here. Extra consumable slots. Man, we got 700 chips on the eclipse. Has anyone achieved Naninf with Sock and Buskin and Triboulet? Not Triboulet, but we did it with Idol. Has anyone done it? Yeah, me. Alright, Fool gives me Temperance, or we can do Death, or we can do Strength. I think Temperance is fine. I want to use Devil on the purple seal, so maybe we sell the Strength card and use the Fool. Is it on YouTube? Yep. I mean, that might be the name of the video, actually. Clown College. We get a bunch of fools after the boss. I think no here. I can stone the 9. $20 rerolls is crazy. I can't help myself. Go next. Alright. Okay. Discard the kings for the rebate money. Do I want to discard the blue seal king? Maybe. How badly do I need the planet cards? I don't really need the planet cards that bad anymore, right? I already have level 31. How's the Hoard looking? Looking like 123, but it goes up every time we discard a king. So this is my final discard. Alright, how about we go DNA? Oop. Okay. Rebate on kings. Tower. Mercury, sure. Priestess, sure. Take a hung man. Sorry, any advice for the black deck? What are you trying to do? Are you trying to just get one win? Just any win on the black deck? Your first win on the black deck? Yeah, maybe something you could do is... I would say, yeah, you can just kind of brute force it by restarting until you get a good enough start. What's a good enough start on the black deck? Probably something that gives you money. Anything that gives you money in ante 1. That's probably good enough. Maybe as far as like picking what kind of hand you want to play. I think 2 pair is pretty reasonable. What's nice about 2 pair is it scores more points than pairs, but it is a little bit challenging sometimes. Drawing 2 pair is not necessarily guaranteed. Yeah, if you want to have the easiest possible time winning on the black deck, I would say you want some source of money in ante 1, you want some source of plus mult in ante 1. It really doesn't need to be more complicated than that. I think that's enough. Could take a showman, but I don't really have anything that I want to copy right now. If I don't take the showman now, do we have a reasonable chance of getting the showman again later? Yeah, probably. Riff Raff is great on the black deck. Hey, look, a Baron. So if I take the Baron, then I don't need the Eclipse, but I potentially don't get as much rebate money. Maybe that's okay. It's the guy. Yeah. Hey, look, it's Alice. So I still want to use the tower. I'm not going to take the magician. Could take a cola. If I want to do the cola, I have to get rid of something. Maybe Bobby goes. Hey, look, a gift card. Actually, I think probably we want the extra hand size. Well, gift card, probably Hoarder goes away eventually. So having gift card makes sense. Could go fish. Difficult to pass on a gift card. Alright, if I have Devil and I have Death, I should probably stop shopping. Alright, Purple Seal is what I want to copy with DNA. I can also make a Steel King. I can use Death to make another Steel King. I can discard 1 purple. Oh, rebate on kings? How many kings do we want to discard? Maybe I discard 5 kings. That seems reasonable. Alright, ship it. Cool. Imagine if Hoarder overflowed onto nearby jokers. There's already a joker that does that. In the Cosmos mod, it's the wrapping paper. Alright, now that we got the double tag, we should be looking for skips. There's a negative tag, maybe. Devil for another gold card. I'm looking for more kings in the shop. Oh, I can still buy and sell stuff for the Hoarder. I can take another King of Diamonds. There's a Polychrome 3. Polychrome we don't need because we have the Baron. Sorry, was the wrapping paper balanced? The problem with the wrapping paper is it wasn't bounded. And so the way the wrapping paper works is however much sell value it has, it adds that amount of sell value to the next joker. And if you have 2 wrapping papers, you can swap them back and forth, and then every round double the sell value. So it has this kind of exponential growth. So the way that you fix the wrapping paper is you just have a, okay, maybe the maximum is 20. It can add 20 sell value. And then it's still very strong, but it's not infinitely doubling. If you add sell value to the left, solves the issue. I mean, you can still do it every other round. Double every other round instead of double every round. So I don't think that fixes the issue now. Alright. I can discard the 9s. I can discard... How many more 9s? Okay. I can make this king into gold, I guess. Oh, sorry. Was the wrapping paper ever fixed? Was it rebalanced? Nope. The Cosmos mod hasn't had any updates since it came out in January. Alright, we could get a mime. Maybe now that we have the gift card, we get rid of the Hoarder. Maybe... I think I do get rid of the Hoarder, even though it's sad. Bummer. Parking. Could take a stone card. Since I have DNA, I guess I don't need to take the stone card. Now I'm looking for a red seal. Lock and Buskin, nope. I think I still want to make spades if I get the opportunity. Alright, steel and gold. And a hermit. What do I think about a joker that makes cards scored after jokers? So if you want to make a Joker like that, or in general, if you want to make any kind of new custom Joker, modded Joker, or whatever, you should think about what are the situations where I would want to use this thing? How common are those situations? And maybe that gives you an indication of whether the thing is too powerful or maybe not powerful enough. Maybe the thing is too complicated, and that's a different kind of problem. I want to use the world. I want to get my rebate money, but I also want to have steel cards for the mime. All right, I can use the world here. I can copy purple. What makes the gift card valuable to hold on to? So there's a tarot card. Temperance says gives you money based on the sell value of your jokers, right? So if I currently gives me $27 every time I see a temperance. If I hold on to the gift card longer, then I can get this to 50, and then you sell the gift card after you get enough sell value stored up. What's the first Joker? All of my steel cards are also gold. Gold cards are also steel. It's alloy. One of the mod Jokers. Forklift, pretty good with the mime. Since we have the blue seals, we can get a lot of plutonium that way. I don't think it's worth getting rid of DNA. I don't think it's worth getting rid of the gift card. There's a red seal. I think I don't take a red seal 4, but I would take a higher red seal, like a red seal queen, for example. Polychrome 3. There's another king. Take a king. Temperance only 27. Take a hung man. Power is like a hung man. I think keeping the chariot is fine. Go next. No discards. Thanky. So I can go chariot here. I can save the hung man, I think. I don't have the boss reroll. Yeah, a few more rounds on the gift card, then we're good. Rebate on 7s. Arrow Merchant could be good. There's another Red Seal Queen. Having a second one maybe isn't the worst thing in the world. Makes it easier for me to find it with death. You're surprised we don't have Blueprint or Brainstorm yet. I'll take a 6 cents. If I do 6 cents, what am I trying to do with it? What's the goal with 6 cents? I could try to get an ectoplasm. Go next. So 7 and 8 we can hang them. Okay. Got all the purple seals now, that's great. 9 and 5 we can hang them, the stone card we can hang them. 5 you could strengthen to a 6, I'm just gonna hang it. I want to discard 2 purples. Bummer, we get the strength. That's okay, we can save it. Alright, let's copy the purple. I'm almost at the point where I don't need DNA anymore. Close. But DNA is good with 6th Sense if we want to try to do that. We can also get 6s from the shop because we have Magic Trick. There's a cola. So, are we maxed out on gift card? Are we maxed out on DNA? I think maybe I don't do DNA anymore. Okay. I can take a Troubadour, that's helpful. Could take a World. Strength on the Queen. Maybe I hang the Queen, actually. This other Queen. Okay, rebate on Kings. I can use Death to copy the red one. I could make the red one gold. I could copy purple. Let's go gold. Then I can hold on to the world. I can try to get a 6 for the 6th Sense. There's a 6. Alright, let's go to work. So if I play the 6, the round ends. I want to use the world on the Kings. Rebate on Kings. Okay. Discard purple. Nice. Okay. Play the 6. Yeah, that's pretty good. So, do I want to use Ectoplasm on a Baron or a Mime? Or do I want to save the Ectoplasm for something else? Because we could save it. For like a Blueprint or a Brainstorm? There's a cola. So sure. We could do the cola. We could do Arcana first. Since I have the Troubadour. I can stone the Jack. I can turn the Queen into steel, which is also gold. Start there. Alright, since this is Polychrome rebate, we can go Cola, the Chariot, the Drizzler's back. Look out. Could take the permanent marker. There we go. Death and Fool. Nice. I don't need to take that king then. Is that true? Got the Death, got the Fool. How many cards do I want to have? I could take a trading card. We'll see. I could take another 6 for the 6 cents. I don't really know what I would want to get from the 6 cents. Let's take the Terror Merchant and go next. Snap off the stone card or copy it. Make more purple. The Jimbos be shuffled. It happens. Got the mail-in rebate, Hierophant, Justice. World, I guess. Cool. All right. Yeah, for folks just tuning in, we got negative 6 cents. We got negative Baron. We got a mime to go with the Baron. So classic stuff you've seen before. We've got Polychrome, mail-in rebate. Got a bunch of kings and alloy. Gold cards are steel cards. Steel cards are gold cards. Negative alloy from the extra credit mod. All right. I like taking the world here. Make more spades. Boss reroll if we need it. Yeah, looks like we're in the kitchen. Purple 9 I don't need. Another king of spades. There's another cola. Maybe I don't need the permanent marker. Okay. Passport we don't need. Could take parking for money. There's an emperor. Probably strength and world are worth keeping. Unless you want to take another 6. You want to take a trading card. I think I'm going to say no on the trading card. I think we have a small enough deck. We've got full control. Extra discard is going to be great with the rebate. Death. Cool. There's a 6. I can start by making another purple seal. I could save my death for a 9 or a jack or a queen. Or a stone card. Yeah, let's do that. Get the rebate money. I at some point need to death the red seals. Get a hungman. One more purple. Dang, I didn't draw the queens for me to use my strength on. I can play the 6. I don't have the Saturn mod, so I can't skip the animations, by the way. The Saturn mod behaves weird when you have Steam modded. Alright, so we got coupons. Voucher tag after the boss is defeated. That's the move. That's the move. That's the thing. Okay. Maybe I don't need parking. Okay. No strength target here. I don't need familiar. Sorry, what was the question? Crash, you're about to ask me a question? Extra hand size probably makes a lot of sense. Do I want to spawn fools? Do I want a devil card? So I do have the 6 for the 6th sense, if that's something that I want to do. Maybe try to get cryptid. This glass king I can turn into gold. Sorry, does Saturn mod itself have a compatibility issue, or is it a problem with 2 injectors? I have no idea. Don't ask me. I have no idea. So 36 cards, I probably don't need this king anymore. There's a fool. Do I want the fool for strength? Maybe. That's it. Alright, rebate on kings. So all of these kings. I can use strength on the queen now. Or I can wait. Let's be patient. Shark Gurk, hello. Welcome. Alright, so now we got all the kings. I can discard and try to find the 6. A lot of purple. Yeah, kinda. So I can hang the stone cards, or I can leave them in as death targets. Maybe that's fine. Yeah. Late to class, what did you miss? We're playing the extra credit mod, so we have cool jokers like all gold cards and steel cards count as both. We've also got the coupons. When you defeat a boss, you get a voucher tag. Alright, I could take another 6 for the 6 cents. Or we can just forget about it. We could take a 6. Alloy's awesome? Yeah. It's a little bit hard to tell in the negative, but the this is a little Jimbo here. The molten metal is turning into Jimbo. Crazy that Alloy's uncommon. Well, if you think about it, so like mime re-triggers all your held in hand effects. So gold happens twice, steel happens twice. What this does is gold gets steel added. Instead of gold happening twice, it gets a new ability added. Instead of steel happening twice, it gets a new ability added. So it's kind of similar power level to the mime, and even the mime is not that good in just like 8 anti-runs. Yeah, important thing to note about the balancing of just like the game in general is everything is balanced around 8 anti-runs, and in an 8 anti-run, even coupons get an extra voucher. Every boss is, even as a rare, maybe not that powerful in only 8 antis. But definitely for what we're doing here, if we go a long endless run, going to be very powerful very quickly. I guess we could get a soul, but I'd have to give up something. I'd have to give up maybe the drunkard, maybe the bean. Disgusting. Ah, rats. Now, what are we gonna do? Do I want the showman? Or should I wait? I guess showman instead of the bean. Bummer. Okay. Okay. I guess I end up copying this fool. Okay. Boss has decreased level of poker hand, that's fine. I can try to get another copy with the 6 cents. I can use Cryptid on a gold card. There we go. Okay, I'm gonna play the 6. I'm going to discard purple. Adrizzle says, "Hear me out." All right, Adrizzle, it better be good. All right, I'm gonna play the 6. Does showman work in the case of getting another soul card? Yeah. So, two things. If you use the showman, you can get 2 souls in the same Arcana pack with the showman, and then if you have the legendary, of course you can get copies of the legendary, so you could use the soul and get another Perkeo maybe. Mike, thank you for the 2 months of Prime. Drizzle hasn't said anything yet. Okay, so we did the farmer, we did the sigil, we did. Wait, we get a sigil. Percolate the sigil. Sigil every round to copy whatever the farmer says. Drizzle, that's crazy. So farmer, if you don't already know, it picks a random suit and it basically turns those cards into gold. So this says all your diamonds are gold cards, but it's $3 or it's $2 instead of $3. Suit changes every round, just like the Ancient Joker. It would be funny. That would be funny. You're right. Look at that. Sorry, let's go Temperance. Just kind of rerolls. Do we don't want the Planet Merchant, right? I guess we go back in time. If we don't take it now, we don't get to do it. Boss's face cards are debuffed. But we got the boss reroll, so it's fine. Okay. Are we using Ectoplasm number 2? Are we keeping the coupons? These are the hard questions. Do I take rebate? I think we keep the coupons. I think we keep the coupons at least until we get the boss reroll. Death or Temperance? Probably... Oh. Yeah. So Fool gives me Temperance. Take Death. Death on the purple. Okay. I have 37 cards. Probably 37 is a good amount of cards. Maybe get a negative Ectoplasm just to hold on to. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. That makes sense. Could take the permanent marker so my cards can't be debuffed. I don't think we need that. That's for suckers. Oh, maybe I should take the world though. Look, another mime. So taking the mime, we get more money, but maybe not as much as the rebate. I could take another 6. There's actually nothing that we can get now from the 6 cents. We did the 6 cents. Alright. Make another red seal. And I could go death again. I could go temperance. Alright. I just want blueprint and brainstorm. $25 rerolls. Let's start saving money. Okay, so we got another cryptid. Reroll the boss. Play only one hand. Got it. Okay. Get the rebate money. Play the high card. Should we save Scum the Ectoplasm? We could. Oh, we don't have antimatter yet. I want antimatter. There's another 6. Burger, nope. Death. I could use death here. Make more purple. Dunk the percolator in milk. Throw them against the wall. That sounds rude. Sounds abusive. What the heck? So casual about it too. Alright, we got the negative ectoplasm. I'm gonna sell the other one. Just download the Cosmos mod right now. Porkeo's made of rubber, he'll just bounce off the wall? Maybe. I'm not 100% convinced. I could remove the 9. I could remove the 9 and the jack. Let's do it. Emperor gives me Emperor. Nice. Alright, ship it. Gamble for Emperor number 5. Nah, we could do better. Whoa, shiny jack. Do we want the shiny jack? Alright, let's do it. We're going... It's side questing time. Now we just need deja vu. Yeah, we got 6 cents. We could get the deja vu. So, alright, I need strength. I just need 1 strength card. Okay. Nope, not a star. Still hold on to the Fool rather than copying the Hermit. We want to copy a Temperance. Yeah, that's probably worth it. I could be holding on to it because of the Showman. I could take the 6 and try to get the Deja Vu, right? Second Ectoplasm. I don't think I want this many Ectoplasms. You want to see Brainstorm Gamba? Oh, we're 100% gonna get it. You want the Bean Bug? We've had Bean Bug. We've had enough Bean Bug for the whole month. If you want it, you can do it yourself. It's not that hard to pull off. Then we could use more Ectos? Yeah. Hashtag 2bean. If we do the Bean Bug, then this run will never end. Alright, we just get the... How about the Red Seal? Look, I'm... I don't know what to tell you. Sometimes it just happens. Boss gonna debuff my cards, that's not a problem. That's 4 greedy jokers. That's crazy. Okay. It is a shiny queen. Alright, what's in here? Get the shiny one right now? I could go Blue Seal, I guess. Skip the rest. I think I want to use the World on the Jack, unless I can get a Strength card. There we go. Strength. Yes, I should not be re-rolling because I don't have room. Another Ectoplasm. Rude. Alright. Dang, we missed. Sucks. It's a sign we gotta use the Ectoplasm. I don't want to hit the coupons. Maybe I'm supposed to spin the wheel. Maybe, yeah, maybe that's the answer. Maybe I'm supposed to use Wheel of Fortune. There's Invisible? Nah, if we got the Showman, we don't need Invisible Joker. But I should stop re-rolling. Only having 2 discards sucks. Where's my Jack? Plastic World, thank you for the Prime sub. Thank you for 3 months. I have strength, I don't do rerolls. Let's go next. Ectoplasm every time. Disgusting. Alright, we did it. Alright. I should probably get rid of the mail and rebate since I don't have that many discards. That's gonna be the next step. That's gonna be my next trick. Alright, let's get the blank voucher this time. Sell mail-in rebate for a DNA. Blank voucher? I don't say this every time, but every once in a while, you know, if you don't call your shots, you can't call your shots. Alright, what's the boss? Boss is -1 hand size, that's okay. Double rainbow. I want death, I want a world card. Right? Fool for a death card, that's okay. Go next. So we do purple first. Then discard all the purple ones. Alright. Cool, I'm gonna make more purple. Dip it. We can't get planted, we already fought the plants. And we got the boss reroll. This isn't even what we set out to do. I mean, we did start with the negative alloy, so... I mean, we were gonna do some kind of mime stuff, but maybe not exactly this. Another red seal king. You know, it's not spades, maybe we don't take it. How's it going? Slow and steady, I would say. It's round 34, we haven't found a blueprint or a brainstorm, so like that's a little bit sad. Looking for the world. Alright, go next. There you go. Do I use the world now or do I save it? Nah, we can use it now. Hi! Hi, thank you for a whole year. Alright. There's another world. Alright, how does Showman affect the chances of getting another blueprint or brainstorm? So Showman makes it so that Baron can come up. If we didn't have the Showman, then anytime there would be a Baron, you get a different rare instead. Also, we could get more coupons, potentially. So it makes it slightly less likely. But it's very marginal. Maybe it's like a couple % difference. I'll take Madness. Look at that. Look at that cool guy. I can take Death. I can take another Death card, but I want to use the World first. Go next. I'm gonna use Death just to get rid of it. Alright, big money polychrome. Rats. Kitty, you don't want us to delete Blinko? Too many cards in the deck. Yeah, it turns out. Alright. Now we're invincible. Now we can do the Serpentine. Alright. There's another Hoarder we don't have room for. There's another Mime. I guess I could take the Devil, or maybe I hold out for a Death card. Hey, look, another Alloy. This does not double up, by the way. All of the enhancements are yes or no. Either they have the ability or they don't. There we go. World. And then we can copy it. Alright. So now, Blueprint or Brainstorm? Go next. I should keep the diamonds in case I get a world. There we go. Or I guess a Death card would do the same thing. People trapped in ads don't know. Hey, look, a cola. So, all right. Good talk. I could use Death now. I could wait for Polychrome. Oil mime. That's okay, actually. Let's get more wheels. There's another cola. Alright, rebates back. Is there any skip tags? Nope. There's alloy. Okay. Spin the wheel. Okay. Hermit. Go next. Polychrome. Bang. Huge. If I was the Madness Joker, which Joker would I eat? I think of all the Jokers, maybe the alloy looks the tastiest. Like, I feel you could pour it straight in me. Cola makes sense, yeah. Negative alloy kind of looks like a bucket of chocolate, like dark chocolate. Sorry, what was the boss? Oh yeah, first hand face down. Despicable. Man, maybe I should take forklift and get the extra 2 consumable slots. I want a negative forklift. That's what I want. That's the dream. I feel like a shiny jack. We do have the voucher, right? We have the glow up. No, we just have hone. Did we get all the stone cards? We did. How are we doing? You know, I was trying to do just kind of a casual extra credit mod run, but then we got the percolator, so that's how we're doing. We got stuck with Plinko. Does nobody want to eat the showman? Does no one think the showman is a delicious looking fella? Oh, I love the coupons so much. Yes. Alright. Still no blueprint or brainstorm. What effect does the coupons do? Okay, so when you defeat a boss, you get a voucher tag. Get a voucher. We could swap out the rebate for the gift card for maybe 1 round or 2 rounds or something like that. Okay, blue I can turn into polychrome. Do we have enough purples? I do have the crystal ball now. Okay. Oh, and we got the The voucher, we got the retcon voucher. Boss gonna debuff my diamonds, that's okay. Spin the wheel. I need to hit Plinko. Go next. Moon, I can use death. And ship it. Sorry, Martin was watching Zano's graduation run. Would it be nice to have midterm exams? Oh yeah, you know, some more community challenge, BalatroU University community challenge. I could probably come up with something. Maybe not right this second. Another death card. This Perkeo showed up in like Ante 7. That was not plan A. Two death cards. Dang. Go next. Death with a red seal. We've seen a bunch of mimes. That makes sense. E16 already. No danger of losing. Why are we keeping the showman? What's the showman for? So I do want to get blueprint and brainstorm. And when I get my blueprint and brainstorm, I don't want to have to wait to get a showman. I just want to have the showman right away. If I get the showman earlier and I put holographic on it with Wheel of Fortune, now when I do get blueprint and brainstorm, I can use ectoplasm and I don't have to worry about ectoplasm going on my showman. So having the showman first allows me to spin the wheel. That's part of the idea. The best case scenario is you get your blueprints and brainstorms before you get any ectoplasms. What happened to us is we got a really early ectoplasm on the Baron rather than we didn't have the idol. Usually I like to go the idol first and then switch to the Baron later, but we got the Baron and the mime early enough and we didn't have time to pivot, so that's it. I think gift cards still, or do we switch? Now forklift. Now we have 5 consumable slots. Could take a blue joker. Copy the mime for money. Oh. I guess I'm supposed to copy the percolator. Yeah. My bad. Maybe I don't have enough purple. How are we doing on purple? I don't have the Cartomancer mod. But maybe I'll do this. Death card. And then ship it. Alright, get more coupons. Let's get antimatter. Nope. Bummer. Extra discard's useful. Okay. I can hold on to a fool. Looking for death. There we go. I don't want to wheel onto Blueprint, but I kind of want to wheel onto Perkeo. Let's save the death cards for this booster pack. I have a couple cards that don't have seals, so I can put the purple seals. Okay. Copy the percolator. I don't think I need that many ectoplasms. I think 2 is fine. There's a negative tag. Boss says discard random cards. Play 5 cards. Play high card. Extra large, okay. You jerk. Let's turn blue into purple. I can discard 5 purples. I don't have... Sorry, I forgot. I don't have the forklift anymore. It's okay. Let's E24. All right, Temperance, sure. Don't need the mime. Looking for wheel. There's another Baron that we don't need. Bummer. I'll take mail and rebate. I think I'm gonna stick with the coupons. At least until we get antimatter. Alright, steel if I want. We can just skip. A lot of emperors. Hey, wait a sec. Oh. My blueprint mod, I got the wrong one. Maybe. I got an old version. It's not copying the percolator. Interesting. Avalios, you really like the Hoarder because it's a dragon. I really like the Hoarder as well. Super sleepy dragon, super cute. I haven't 100% decided what the ultimate goal is. What modded jokers are we using? We're using two very important ones. Alloy makes all my gold cards into steel, all my steel cards into gold. I also have the coupons, gives us a voucher tag every time we beat a boss. Devious Joker, I guess. Another blue Joker. So, is this the point where we get rid of the Showman? And then now we're looking for Brainstorm. Cryptid. Question, do I have any cards that don't have seals? I have one. That's it. I can turn red seals into polychrome for no reason, actually. There's no major benefit to doing that. All right, do another one. Bummer, struck out. Alright, it's coupon time. Didn't polychrome trigger in hand? It doesn't. It doesn't ever. It's not supposed to. Oh, should it? I think it's better that it doesn't. I think it's more interesting if it doesn't. Like, you could make the argument like, oh, if it did more different things, that could be cool. If it had a lot of extra versatility. But sometimes if you just have the one thing does everything, then maybe that's a little bit boring. And it's like, okay, well, if I want to have a high score, it has to be polychrome. Whether you're doing high card or held in hand, doesn't matter, it has to be polychrome either way. And maybe that's a little bit boring. Maybe I don't need this death card. I still have one more king. Maybe. Boss says play on the one hand type. Sure. I'm just looking for my one more king. One more king that doesn't have a seal already. In the wheel? Oops. I guess I could go death on a blue seal. That's kind of a similar thing. And then of course we draw the king that I wanted to use death on. Bummer. WinCap says we could add new handed or held in hand abilities. Like you got steel cards, you got gold cards, but that's it as far as like held in hand abilities. Baron technically, there's Shoot the Moon, cares about queens. Raised Fist is a held in hand ability. Yeah, I think there could be more. Maybe some kind of Joker would do it. Blue seal, that counts. Yeah, okay, so there's like a mix. There's a seal, there's a couple enhancements, there's a couple Jokers. I think one more Joker that cares about held in hand stuff. That could be cool. Like, what about the farmer? You get money from cards held in hand. I guess that's like gold cards. Maybe you want something different, like something that gives you chips while held in hand. That could be cool. Humble Farmer. Some kind of held in hand edition. Okay. Yeah, what would it do? Because there's already foil, there's already holographic. Foil gives you chips, holographic gives you molt. There's already gold cards give you money, steel cards give you X molt. So what other kind of held in hand stuff would you want as a benefit? I think a swashbuckler. 52 sell value. Perfect temperances. Hey look, there's aura. After doing all this work. There's a cola? I don't have room for a cola. Unless I get rid of the coupons, but that's the whole point. Rats. Alright, we really need antimatter. It's pretty sad to go this late without antimatter. What's the goal for this run? I haven't fully decided yet. I haven't fully committed yet. Thus far, it's just see how long we can go. Yeah, no goal, just vibes. If you wanted to go to Anti 39, we have the build. We could do it. Crash has a gripe. We could get a big hoarder. We would need some negatives. You want the polychrome gold. See, I like the polychrome gold too, but we always do the polychrome gold. And so I thought it could be nice to do poly steel this time, one time. You know, since we got the alloy. We could do both. We could mix them up. Okay, you want to mix them up? We could mix them up. I'll show you a mix them up. How about this? Devil. Death. And the purple ones we can make steel. Ugh. That's gonna be so annoying to track, but I'll do it. Alright, I walked into that one, didn't I? I said, okay, we're gonna do the alloy. I guess this is how we do it then. Poly gold looks so much prettier. Yeah, for sure. Alright, one. Alright, give me a death card. Bummer. There's another steel. Maybe I should have turned this one into glass. That way it has a chance of breaking. What quality of life addition would I like to add to the base game? I mean, there's definitely some quality of life stuff that we do for more advanced runs, let's say. Longer runs like this, for example. But I don't think those are things that need to be added all of the time. So like the Saturn mod allows you to stack up the consumables. I don't think that should be default. Also, it allows you to skip the animations. I don't think that should be default. Or even as a toggle. I don't think it's important to have that feature. Blueprint mod is quality of life. Blueprint mod where it shows you what it's copying. I do really like that. Alright, now that I have the antimatter, what other vouchers am I looking for? That's it, right? We can get an extra discard. So this is 5, this is 13. There's one more that I'm missing. Which one am I missing? No, there's 2 more that I'm missing. I have liquidation already. Oh, it's the observatory. I don't have the observatory. I don't need the observatory. I don't have seed money. I don't have seed money? That's crazy. Anyway, what I'm trying to say is the coupons are out of here. Imagine how long it would have taken to do the vouchers without the coupon. Yeah. Horrifying. Take a free reroll. And the hand size. I could take a chariot. Django, you want to see the PNG in the top right corner? We can do that. All right, let me do this. Top right corner. Okay, well, we could do this if you want. How about that? Or we could flip it. How about this? How about that? How about over here? There we go. Why no Saturn mod today? It doesn't behave well when you're using Steam modded. So no Saturn mod today. Boss says face cards face down. Nah. Alright, I want an edition on Perkeo. That's my mission. I want to finally put a red seal here. That's it. The deck is perfect. Tip it. Don't forget we have a free Joker slot. Yep, as soon as we find something worth taking. What are we using the ectoplasms for? So we only have 2 ectoplasms. Most of these are cryptids. Right click to instantly use the consumables in the shop. Wait, isn't there already buy and use? I like a cola. I don't know what I'm going to use the cola for, but there it is. 1 click instead of 2? I don't think that's significant enough savings for me to care about. Stacks up really fast? Only if you're doing a really long run. Alright. We can take the Hoarder for a minute. Do I want to use Death? How am I feeling about purples? Maybe this one I want to make shiny? Don't forget to move the percolator. Okay. We'll take Monty. 1 in 5 chance to get a negative, or 1 in 6 chance? Let's do it. Get the sell value on the Hoarder, buy and sell. Alright, go next. Is Monty compatible with blueprints? It is. Would you look at that? Check it out. Alright, I want to make 1 more polychrome. Like this. Oh, we did it. Now we can ectoplasm. Okay. Alright. So Hoarder is currently 15. We can copy the mine with the blueprints. Are you ready? Value up. Up to 55 now. That's how many activations, how many times we gain money. Alright, it's Monty time. This is gonna mess up my double tag. Oh well. Okay. So, if we sell the Hoarder, we have a chance of getting a negative Hoarder, maybe? Negative Brainstorm is possible. Negative Blackjack. If we play aces, it does a thing. Why so many ectoplasms? We only have 2 ectoplasms. These are all cryptids. Jugular +1 hand size. That's nice. Alright. Alright. Okay. Get a showman. Okay. So I have 36 cards right now. Okay. Do I care about the purple seals? Do I want to turn them all into red? I think it's time to turn them into red. We could have gotten a negative Monty Hall. Interesting. And then you can copy with blueprints and brainstorms. That would have been interesting. Maybe if we get another one, we could do it. So I could take mail and rebate instead of the gift card. That's money. What else? Oh, I'm just looking for... I'm looking for brainstorm now. Where's the brainstorm at? Alright, I'm not gonna buy and sell everything for the Hoarder. I think it's just too many clicks for me personally. That's so many clicks. Alright. Copy the percolator. Copy the rebate. Value up. We have enough Joker slots to do the burglar and the bean. Heck, we've done enough bean. We've done enough bean to last us the whole year. Alright, I might need to install the talisman mod. 116. Copy the mime. Get the money. Best quality of life mod is being able to speed things up. Yeah, probably. Speed up the money. Yeah. The scoring animations go pretty fast, but for whatever reason, like the mail-in rebate is really slow. It does speed up a little bit. We got 150. Nice. Has the doc ever considered trying to do a molt-only plasma run? We've done chips only, but what about plus molt only? It would be difficult, but potentially interesting. And I think the difficulty is what makes it interesting. That's something I haven't tried. And I'm glad you brought it up. Someone mentioned it on YouTube recently too. I was like, that is interesting. I could take parking instead of the rebate. It's going to be less money per round, but it's more hoarder activation. There's a cola that I don't have room for. What do I want to do with a cola? There's a voucher that I don't need. Alright. Alright, what about... So, Candy Necklace says when we leave the shop, we get a random booster pack. What if we do this? Then my cola gets used up. Maybe that's okay. Maybe I can live with that. Okay. Farmers on diamonds. Ah, rats. Purple. I'm gonna get rid of the regular red seal and turn it into a polychrome red seal. That way it's easier for me to keep track of it. Mars. Nah. He's sleeping. Look, 162. Alright. So, wait. Gain a booster pack at the end of the shop. I have to choose between the percolator or the necklace. I guess I choose percolation. You got me. I think it's Myrtle. Oh. Sorry, Myrtle. It's yeehaw time. Check it out. Times 14 molt. It's never too late to yeehaw. Alright. Virgo says we missed the voucher skip. We got all the vouchers. Anti-16, we got them all. Value up. $200 reduce. How big did we get it before? We got it up to like 600 before, right? Cool. Could give me plutonium. We could get a burglar. Is that what you want? I don't... Hello, Raffle. Hello, Raiders. I got a tough decision. I think we've done enough. We've burgled enough beans. I keep saying that we burgled enough beans. We're not going to take the burglar. But for folks just tuning in, Raiders, we're doing the extra credit mod. So one of the new jokers we got, Alloy. All gold cards are steel cards. All steel cards are gold cards. So we got the shiny steel and gold deck. Half and half. So of course you can, you know, when you're doing mime stuff, not only you got the steel cards give you points, but also the gold cards give you money. On this random seed, we ended up with the percolator, so we got a bunch of cryptid cards, apparently. And negative juggler, extra hand size. We also have a hoarder. So hoarder, every time we get money from all of those gold cards from the mime, we get extra sell value. 10-gallon hat gives us a bunch of X molt, probably not super important. Now we're just shopping for a brainstorm. Okay. Maybe I can go wheel onto showman. Alright, go next. Okay, I can use death to make another shiny card, and then discard. $245 sell value. Forklift? Instead of the hat? Extra consumable slots. The forklift is not going to stick around, probably. How big can we make the money numbers? Oh. Here, the number just keeps getting bigger. I think it does get small at some point. Could take the haul again. Let's do it. Yeah, for folks who haven't already seen it, I just uploaded the final video last night. We got up to $2 million using Perkeo and the observatory type stuff. Well, that was vanilla. Go next. Alright. Where's the card to be selected? Yeah, that's fine. Discard the purples. Give it. Alright, so Monty Hall is gonna give me random Joker tag. How many natural negatives do we have right now? Well, I guess one of the negatives we got from a negative tag, we use 2 ectoplasms. So we use ectoplasm Baron, ectoplasm Hoarder. All the rest of these are natural. So we've got Blackjack cares about aces and faces. We're not doing any aces, but the Swashbuckler is plus 344 to go with the Hoarder if that's something that you want. Alloy was a natural negative that we started the run with. And we also got 6 cents. Alright, looks like we're gonna get some polychromes here. Oops. Polychrome Steven. Polychrome Summit. Bummer. Still no Brainstorm. Hallucination, maybe? Before we sell it? DNA. So... yeah, maybe DNA. You want mail-in rebate instead of DNA. Scored E28 last time? Yeah, maybe. I mean, we don't need DNA because we have cryptids. We could always use cryptids for points. Copy DNA, I guess. Also, the reason why we're not scoring as many points is because I'm using my blueprints to copy my Mime instead of my Baron. If you want to see a real amount of points, we could do this. Ship it. Almost did it in the first hand. Yep. There's E41. $339. That's a lot of gold cards. I love this so much. I love the sound it makes when it ticks up. Is Nan-Inf already possible? Yeah, very easily. We got enough cryptids. We could do Nan-Inf with maybe 30 cryptids. Maybe 25. Could take another blue Joker. So take the blue Joker. Okay. And then okay. I'm looking for Brainstorm. I could spin the wheel. I want to hit DNA with the wheel. I want to hit Blueprint with Ectoplasm. Go next. Boss has no repeat hand types. We could re-roll it. We could do the Serpent, I guess. Maybe Serpent gives us money since we have the Mime. Sorry, wondering what would be a fun challenge run. So getting a little bit tired of regular endless runs and interested in an interesting challenge. I don't know, something that I found really fun was just doing Jokerless on the normie decks rather than the Jokerless challenge. Like, that was fun for me. I don't know if that's fun for everybody. But maybe if you haven't done it at all yet, maybe try that. Maybe pick your favorite Joker, pick your favorite scaling Joker, and just try to get it as big as possible. So I don't know, if you like the dagger, try to get the biggest dagger that you can. That could be kind of fun. Jokerless on Plasma deck is possible? Yeah. We did Jokerless on Black deck. On Gold Stake. If that's something that you want to see. I've got a whole playlist. Jokerless on every deck. Saw that video already? Yeah. Jokerless Plasma deck is even easier. It's very similar flavor. Crash says never again. I wouldn't say never. Do I want to take an invisible Joker? Because I could use the Ectoplasm now. And then go invisible. I think I'm just going to save room for Brainstorm. I think that's the one. Could take Parking here. Rats. We got scammed. Oh well. Save scum? No, it's fine. We're just chilling today. It's not a big deal. Alright, copy the percolator. So, against the Serpent. Sure. Start by discarding. Okay. Now I don't have any ectoplasms. These are all cryptids. Alright. I still have DNA, so maybe we do that. Maybe I go DNA here. Oh, yes. The Hoard grows. 530. Okay. So we could copy the percolator. We are probably never going to use another ectoplasm. Another ectoplasm cost me -4 hand size. So we could just spin the wheel. Foiled for the last time. Alright. Death. My deck is so colorful. How big do we think the Hoarder actually is? Physically? I would say bigger than a cat. Maybe smaller than a husky. Depends on how much you feed her. Okay. We can reroll the boss into the serpent. We may need to use some cryptids here. That's something that we can figure out. All right. Let's go cryptid 1, cryptid 2. Let's go copy 1 parking. Wait, let's go 2 parking, 1 mime, something like that. Oh yeah, DNA. Oh yeah, DNA. Got too many jokers, man. Nice. Okay. So we could do it again. Get more money. Crash, you want me to sell the DNA? $630. The money sound is going crazy. Yeah, because it's got the scoring sound, and it's got the parking sound, and it's got the hoarder sound. Uh-oh, that's not good. Alright. $714. Alright, for the final hand, we go 2 barons, and this is probably enough. Go one more. This definitely wins. There you go. We need 6s to even out the sound. Oh, the money is only half of the time. Do we need oops all 6s? That could be arranged. How long did this round take? Too long. That's the answer, is too long. $7.89. Alright, how do we get the dice? Start by copying the percolator. Good evening, hello. Farmer on clubs. Bummer. Didn't get the dice. $793. Go next. Yeah. Give me the death card. Okay. Now we gotta remember to copy the DNA. I think I want to draw a gold one. There we go. So, looking at the deck here, probably we make more gold. One mime, 2 parking. Cool. We don't need to tell the gold and steel, we don't need to tell them apart because Alloy says that they're both. Steel is the same as gold. All right, let's go. Baron goes here. Cryptid goes here. Ship it. $952. Nice. I'm gonna get up. We're gonna get to 1,000. Does Alec count for 2 for Mona Lisa? Yes. Oh, we did it. Is it capped? No, it's not capped. See, look, now it's 1,001. Alright, let's get the dice. Quit playing around. It wouldn't be as fun if it was capped, right? Three blueprints, yeah, but no brainstorm. Too late for coupons. Invisible Joker. Dang, we got almost more money from temperances than we got from that whole round. Dang, more temperance? Does Hoarder count if you buy and sell a planet card from the shop? Yep. That's a thing that you could do. If you're a psychopath. $1 at a time. Do it 1,000 times. What do we want the dice for again? Parking is 1 in 2 chance to get money. If you have the dice, then it doubles your money. Kinda nice. Oh well. Alright, copy the percolator. Get a bunch of cryptids. Serpentine. DNA. Death? I don't know why that was so slow. The DNA was super slow that time. It's too many points. No. The biggest betrayal. Could be a Steam modded thing, make it things slow. Could be. What's the Joker that keeps getting the value up? It's called Hoarder. Every time you gain money, this gains sell value. Kind of like an egg, but an uncommon version. Look at that, it went up. It went up again. You could think of it, so kind of the simple way to think about it is every time you gain money, you get an extra dollar. So if you gain $5, you get +1. If you gain $1, you get +1. It's not crazy overpowered, but it is interestingly powered. Farmer on diamonds? Bummer. Why isn't Temperance giving us that much money? Temperance is capped at 50. Once you get to 50, that's it. Extra discards. Nope. Wait a second. No. Can you buy and sell consumables to increase the value? You can, yeah. Normally it costs you $3 and then you sell for $1, but if you have the voucher, you can buy for $1 and then sell for $1. You take the burglar. Okay, but yeah, maybe. Okay. Might be able to profit off the serpent. Could be. Could be. I feel like we didn't immolate. That's plus 20. Alright, copy the burglar. Get some extra hands. Great. Copy the DNA. Make some shiny cards. Great. Oh, I'm supposed to play the purple seals, huh? Is this just a Baron run, or do we have something special going on here? So we got one of the extra credit jokers that says every time we gain money, this gains sell value. Currently, $1,200. Do another one. Parking gives us money. Copy with blueprints, of course. Retrigger with the mime. Burglar's kind of sick here. Yeah, if you got extra hands, then you can get extra money. Alright, do another one. Yes, we also have Alloy. Alloy says, all of my gold cards are steel, all my steel cards are gold. So remember, Hoarder doesn't count how much money you make, it counts how many instances of money. Alright, so here it says 1354 if we play one. Now it says 1442. So we gained 90 instances of money. Sorry, to elaborate about the alloy, it's both count as both. This is what the negative one looks like. This might be too much. It's too much. Rats. Alright, we re-trigger the mime. 1538. Alright, now what? Oh, we got the reroll tag. Okay. Can you copy the Hoarder? With a blueprint? No, it's incompatible. Just like you can't copy an egg. How many cryptids do you need to get Nanim? It depends on what kind of jokers you have. With the jokers that we have right now, it probably takes about maybe 20 cryptids to get Nanim. We did it. Huge. Now what? So, So, do we want to get rid of the burglar? No? Maybe? No? Alright, let's do it this way. Pick up the dice. We should go next. Do we have antimatter? We do. So we already have as many jokers as we can. Alright, there's the serpent. If you wanted to, we could do DNA. We could discard first. Copy the gold one. Why is it so slow with the DNA? Now we got the guaranteed money on the parking. All right, here's the move. We go Emperor, Priestess. Alright, I don't need DNA anymore. I don't need Sixth Sense. Juggler gives me extra hand size, which technically I don't need anymore. Swashbuckler is 1639. Get out of here. Alloy does make steel cards, though. We can say we don't need that. Alright. I want to go parking. I want to go mime. I want to go like this. Make a bunch of shiny cards. Can make a bunch of. Actually, I should make them all gold. Make some steel ones. Don't want to score too much. We'll see. Alright, just to mix it up, we can make some more gold ones. Unfocused, this is how you got your first nan inf. This is how I got my first nan inf too. Something similar. Using per KO to copy cryptids. It's the easy way. It's the easy enough way. Alright. I'm gonna play this gold one. Dip it. Alright, any guesses on how big the Hoard is gonna be? This could take a minute. It will, yeah. 5K, 4K. Three and a half. Crash says 3.5. $31.80, almost 3.5. Banana was pretty close. Not over yet? I mean, it is. You have the talisman mod to increase the scoring cap. I don't usually use it. I feel like anti-39 and nan-inf and stuff like that, it's already a lofty enough goal. It already takes a long time to get there that I don't really want to play longer than that. So no point to use the talisman mod, other than the talisman mod does have an animation skip feature, which the Saturn mod also does. Yeah, if you're going to play longer than anti-40, when would you stop? The steel cards sound slightly different than the gold cards because they have the times 1.5. Copy mine before the end? Oh, you're assuming that we win this? You want me to do this? Avalius, you don't think a vanilla BalatroU run could ever last forever? I think Dr. Dreamo would disagree with you. So like, the scoring requirements in the game, they grow faster than exponential. So if you think about like one round, it's 10 times bigger, then it's 100 times bigger, then it's 1,000 times bigger, then it's 10,000 times bigger. So from one ante to the next, not only is it increasing by this exponential factor, but also the factor itself is 10 times bigger every time. Definitely there's ways to achieve exponential growth in the game. The question is there a way to achieve even faster than exponential growth? And the answer is yes. It would eventually catch up to you even if you have glitches. BalatroU's growth is logarithmic. Wait, logarithmic is slower than exponential. This is already one. It does look that way, huh? Isn't logarithmic slower than linear? Yep. Crash is gonna dissociate for a second. Gonna zone out. Hey, look at that, we got the flames. Is this Nan-Imp? You gotta get to E300 in order to get Nan-Imp, so it's probably not. Getting toasty though. What does the new Joker do on the right? Every time we gain money, it gains sell value. So every time we get $1 from reserve parking, it gains sell value. How do we get this insane hand size without the burglar? We use the cryptid spectral card. We had Perkeo for a little bit, so that Perkeo could copy cryptids. Alright, the mime is about to happen. Except we sold the alloy, so these are not gold anymore. Bummer. Took 6 minutes to score that hand. Almost 3.5, yeah. Octopus Joker. Not an octopus. It's a sleepy dragon. Ooh, there it goes. If you copy the Hoarder with the blueprint, it doesn't do anything, it's incompatible. Yeah, this is what the Hoarder normally looks like. And then as negative, purple. Alright folks, that's going to be it for this one. We had a good run. We had a spicy start, and we got the big Hoarder at the end. That's it.